The undeniable urgency of the cost of living crisis should not be underestimated. The cost of living for a family of 5, as measured by the Jesuit Centre for Theological Reflection, JCTR, Basic Needs and Nutrition Basket, in the month of August 2023 stood at 9,267 kwacha, 0.34 ngwe, in comparison to the recorded figure of 9,301 kwacha in July 2023. Our research attributes this reduction in the reduced average prices of vegetables, cooking oil, and soya pieces. Despite this reduction in the basket, the research also revealed an increase in the price of food items such as roller mili meal, rice, milk, and cassava mili meal. JCTR observes that the cost of living in the country remains high, and the government has yet to give a clear roadmap for addressing this challenge. As we approach the year's end, the cost of living has remained consistently above the 9,000 kwacha mark in Lusaka, with the national average exceeding 6,000 kwacha. As a point in reflection for the 2 years in government marked in August 2023, JCTR, like the rest of the citizenry, is still looking forward to the fulfillment of government's commitment to restore economic stability and safeguard livelihoods. And particularly, in relation to addressing the cost of living, there is need to sustain livelihoods that ensure affordable cost of living as well as food and nutrition security for our people. The year 2023, for one, has seen the prices of mili meal increase drastically. Some indicative drivers have been cited to be the increased price of inputs, specifically that of maize, as well as the limited supply of grain that is sometimes worsened by the fact that private maize buyer and millers offer a higher price on the market. The JCTR observes that this scenario has continued to exert upward pressure on the price of mili meal. As a result, consumers are now paying more for one bag of mili meal, impacting on their household budgets and their overall cost of living. Even the nutritious bag of roller mili meal on average is costing about 200 kwacha for a 25 kg bag. Is this something that the majority of the people can afford? The answer is certainly negative. As we draw closer to the budget reading, JCTR would like to re-emphasize the need for government to treat the cost of living challenges with the utmost urgency through priority sectors, especially those that directly impact positively on the lives of those suffering from this crisis. In times such as these, there is need to safeguard social nets as they impact positively on the vulnerable people. Programs such as the social cash transfer must be expanded, both by capturing more beneficiaries as well as scaling up the value transfer amount of 400 kwacha as a bi-monthly payment, if indeed this cash-in-kind grant is to be meaningful. In the long term, this challenge requires broader strategies including agricultural development, investment in infrastructure, and poverty reduction programs. In closing, JCTR does reflect on the 1986 Zambia Conference of Bishops that labeled the soaring prices of basic commodities such as mili meal as an unjust shackles that places a heavy burden on our society, especially the poor and marginalized. Today, the country is still grappling with the same challenges of rising mili meal, high unemployment, and inadequate wages. And JCTR, much like them, calls on government to put up a greater effort to reduce the injustice faced by so many Zambians today with the prevailing high prices of commodity essentials. I thank you.